So my name is Rosaria, and I'm new to this channel. This is a channel that I started recently in light of me being pregnant and finding that I've got this reinvigoration of wanting to share my experience as a pregnant 28-year-old. My background is exercise, and we've got a friend joining us today. Hello, Ollie. We're looking after Ollie. So my background is exercise. I'm a clinical exercise specialist, and I'm learning about how to exercise throughout pregnancy at the moment. And I thought that that would be a really useful thing for other people who have a very kind of strong exercise background but have found exercising during pregnancy harder or more challenging. I'm 5 weeks pregnant, 5 months pregnant. I've got my 20-week scan tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. And today I'm going to be showing you what I do for my evening stretching. I'm going to be having a home birth, so as part of that I want to be able to be as comfortable as possible, and I think that it requires me basically having more open, mobile hips. So most of these exercises are going to be hip focused. I personally have a bit of back pain, lower back pain. You can hear him snorting in the background. I personally get a little bit of lower back pain, so I'm also going to be stretching out that area because it will be affecting my hips as well. So let's get going. So we're just going to be starting off with a child's pose. So grab a mat or a carpet, and you're going to press your hips back into your heels and just relax in this position. If you've got a big tummy right now, then just bring your knees a bit wider and just keep your toes together, okay? We're going to be moving into our upward dog. So just drop your hips down. If this is too intense, what I want you to do is drop your elbows down and try and hold a plank position. If your tummy's in the way, or if you're getting any pressure on your tummy, just hold this plank position. I can rest my tummy on the floor right now. It's not as big as it might be for you. And we're just going to go back into that child's pose. Breathing out. Our next movement is going to be our pigeon pose. So just bring your knee through your arms, drop your back leg down, and just hold that position. If you are quite mobile, you can go lower onto your elbows like this, relax that in that position there, or just stay up on your hands or wrists, hands or fists. And just to transition over to the other side, we're going to go into a downward dog. This looks different for everyone, so do what you can. Push your feet, heels into the floor as much as possible. They may not touch the ground, that's okay. And swap the other leg through the arms and just shuffle back into that position. And then back into your downward dog. Try to relax your neck. Rocking it softly side to side. And then you're just gonna go back onto your knees and just sit onto your ankles. Now, if this is really intense for you, place some pressure onto your arms. Your tummy's pressing down onto your thighs. I sometimes get that. I'm just gonna lift my tummy over and up. And then just rock side to side. We're just stretching out those ankles. Ready for our next movement. And lunging forward. You may want to put a cushion or a sock, folded up sock underneath your back knee. That will help with the pressure on those knees. I've got friends who are struggling with their knees at the moment during pregnancy. And then just swap the legs round, over to the other side. My balance is so terrible since being pregnant. The next one, we're going to go face on, knees out to the sides, feet wider than the knees, so into our frog pose, and just sit back into it. Now I find this really challenging. So I'm going to go onto my elbows, go a little bit wider with the knees and the hips, knees and the heels, and just shift my weight forward and back, making it a bit more of a dynamic movement. Well, lots of snoring in the background. Hopefully the microphone doesn't pick it up. And then when you're ready, just hold that position. And gradually come up, go into your downward dog, bring your knees back to the centre and sitting back onto your ankles. And we're going to go into one last stretch, which is our 90-90 stretch. We're going to do it at an angle, so placing one foot out in front, the other one back, and just sitting up nice and tall in this position, taking some nice deep breaths. And then the same on the other side, so you can transition all the way around over to the other side. Just shuffle yourself around so you've got the right positioning. And then sitting up nice and tall. And then for our final kind of cool down, reset ourselves, ready to move again. We're just going to sit cross-legged for a bit. and take some nice deep breaths. I'm very coldy, so I'm not going to do that because you don't want to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. But what we're going to do is just focus on deep breathing in for about 8 seconds, holding it there for maybe 5 seconds, and pushing all that air out. So this is something that these stretches are something that I do as much as I can and remember to. For example, set myself a goal of doing them every night from January the 1st, but I haven't managed to do that yet. So I'd say probably every other night I'm doing it, or every 3 nights I'm doing that, and just holding those positions for a little bit longer each time, focused on really improving the flexibility of my hips, just getting ready for childbirth. If you know what type of position you'd like to be in to give birth to your child, then maybe that's something to start thinking about. Like, what can you do to improve that positioning and make it easier for you? That's something that I'm doing. That's my mindset around it, being somebody who's really interested in the body and physiology and anatomy and how we move. So for me, that's a massive goal, is to really just opening up my hips and my lower back, just ready for the baby to come out. So yeah, I hope that's helpful. I will be doing some more stretching videos because I found that I'm really enjoying stretching throughout pregnancy. I'm going to a pregnancy yoga class every Thursday for the next 6 weeks, so I'm looking forward to that. And I'll also be doing some strength training, which I'm also really excited about because a new gym has opened up down the road, so I'll be sharing that. So please feel free to subscribe to follow my pregnancy journey, and if you want to have a little stretch with me or a little strength session with me, then just follow along and keep watching.